To Byron, and thank you at home. I'm David New York. Good night.
Today we said goodbye to winter and hello to spring, but can we really say goodbye to those winter-like temperatures? I'll have the answer coming up.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 7, 80 days have passed since Richmond County's new sheriff took office. We'll hear from Sheriff Eugene Brantley about the early days of his administration. Plus, cleaning up Augusta streets, how city leaders are cracking down on illegal signs. And tax season is here, everything you need to know before you file yours. Your News at 7 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 7.
You're watching News Channel 6 at 7. I'm Graham Lee in for D. Griffin tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins as it's almost been 3 months since Eugene Brantley took office as Richmond County's new sheriff. After a busy start to 2025, I got to sit down with him to talk about his overall assessment of his first 80 days. It's been almost a year since Eugene Brantley was campaigning as a candidate for Richmond County Sheriff. Now, he's almost 100 days on the job.
Well, I feel like we've made a lot of headway. We've started back answering alarm calls. We've started with business alarms, and then we're kind of progressing back to answering residential alarms.
The sheriff hired 100 new employees on his second day in office, but Brantley says he is looking to hire more.
We're still short on the road patrol. We're still not fully operational with the traffic division that used to have about 27 to 28 people in traffic. However, we've hired about half of what we really need for crime suppression, what we need for traffic.
The sheriff says filling those positions could also be key to decreasing youth violence. He says they want to reach young people as early as possible, and that's why he's working on building healthy relationships with Richmond County school leaders.
I've even spoke to one or two of them in relation to adopting one of the middle schools that are less fortunate, that don't have as many male teachers in the school that work there, and so that will kind of help give the youth there, not just a police presence, but a male figure throughout the school from time to time.
Anti-gun advocates like Dr. Larry Fryer say it's also important for kids to have outlets, especially with school getting out soon.
I feel as a young man, 15 years old, not too long ago, in shootouts. So if we do not have the programs, the kids have nowhere to go. They don't want to sit around the house all day. They're going to get with their friends, and some of it is not good.
Sheriff Brantley says he's also working with downtown business owners to help reach the youth with the summer months just around the corner. It is time now for our first check of the weather. For that, we turn to our chief meteorologist, Jenna Petracci. Hey, Jenna.
Hey, Graham. Well, we started out pretty rainy on this first day of spring, also cloudy, but now the clouds have cleared and we're left with beautiful sunshine as the sun is getting ready to set. This is a live look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam from Augusta Regional Airport. The winds are definitely howling coming out of the northwest. These are the sustained winds, so it's constantly blowing at 25 miles per hour in Augusta, 21 miles per hour in Aiken, and when you factor in those gusts, it's definitely even higher than that, gusts up to around 35. The temperature change map is showing the temperatures around 25 degrees cooler now in our northwestern counties, and you can see those temperatures are currently anywhere from the low 50s through low 60s still. 53 in Thompson, but 10 degrees warmer in Bamberg at 63, Aiken in the middle at 56, Augusta at 57, 52 in Crawfordville, and 59 in Waynesboro. The dew points have fallen down to the upper 20s and low 30s, still some lingering moisture down in our southeastern counties, and once again, those winds are gusting up to around 35 now in Aiken, 36 in Edgefield, and 39 in McCormick. Our highest reported wind gust today was 37 miles per hour in both Augusta and Aiken. You can see most of us are clear right now, but we do have some high-level clouds moving moving into our northwestern counties. Overall, though, mostly clear tonight with no more rain on the way. Here's a look at the rest of your evening. In Augusta, will drop down to the upper 40s by 10 p.m., so you'll need those winter coats if you're headed out late tonight or early tomorrow morning, despite it being the second day of spring. We're falling down to 36, and when you factor in the wind, it will be feeling like the 20s. Now, just in time for any weekend plans, we're back to warm temperatures, 75 on Saturday and close to 80 degrees on Sunday. Now, how long will this round of warm weather last? I'll have a look coming up in the full Vapor 6 forecast, but back to you, Graham.
All right, Jenna, thank you. The first of its kind nonprofit behavioral health center exclusively for first responders opened its doors right here in the CSRA. Velour Station was made for first responders by first responders to support clients who may have developed behavioral health issues from exposure to traumatic events. The process to have a permanent building took nearly 7 years, and all the staff at Velour Station have extensive experience in trauma-related treatments.
There's been a lot of back and forth with trying to get zoning at different places, and then it just kind of all worked out to here. But it's been just a long effort for, trying to get the funding, trying to get the locations, trying to get the staff and the people in place. So it's been a really, really long road, but super excited to be here.
The station is located at 404 Telfair Street, and if you wish to donate or learn more about that nonprofit, you can visit our website, WJBF.com. South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster's latest cabinet nomination is getting some pushback from legislators. Caroline Yaffa has the details.
Dr. Edward Zimmer is currently the interim head of the Department of Public Health and is the governor's pick to lead the agency.
Since I was confirmed a little over 4 years ago,
I'm Caroline Yaffa.
The city of Augusta wants to show it's serious about dealing with illegal signs. It is that time of year where illegal signs pop up all over Augusta, and if they're in the right-of-way, they could violate city code and state law. City has put out the message warning business owners they could face fines and even jail time for their illegal signs. But if some city leaders say this needs to be a year-round effort.
It needs to be consistently done, not just looking out for what takes place here in Augusta, Georgia in the month of April, but let's look at it from a holistic point of view all year long. I don't want to see signs all year long, let alone just in the month of April. So let's just look at it, take it for what it is, and let's put some boots on the ground and get it done.
The city warns that violators face up to a $1,000 fine and 60 days in jail. This year, there are a few changes to tax laws in the two-state, and property damages from Hurricane Helene could affect your taxes. There's no major tax changes in South Carolina, but Georgia taxpayers can look forward to a lower tax rate and an increased standard deduction. The incredible damage caused by the hurricane could change things for many people filing taxes in both states, but particularly in the Peach State thanks to a law change in December.
There were not going to be probably that many taxpayers in this area that would have benefited from casualty losses because the loss had to exceed 10% of your adjusted gross income. You had to be able to itemize. You couldn't take the standard deduction. When they changed the law, they basically got rid of those two requirements. So now almost anybody that incurred an out-of-pocket loss, above and beyond what they were reimbursed by insurance proceeds, has potentially got a deduction on their taxes.
Those requirements do stand in South Carolina, so unless the property sustains significant damage, it may not be worth filing casualty loss in the Palmetto State. The deadline to file your taxes this year is May 1st. Coming up, President Trump signing an executive order to shut down the Department of Education this afternoon. Details after the break.
Happy first day of spring.
We are clearing out and cooling down tonight. Our Friday morning will be pretty cold, down to the mid-30s, feeling like the mid-20s. But a warm, sunny, and dry weekend for us. Showers and storms will be here again on Monday. I'll have that full Vapor 6 forecast after this break.
great news, Augusta.
Weinberger's Furniture and Weinberger's Interiors Market have come together, and that means a huge merging sale just for you.
One incredible store, one massive selection.
Love classic, modern, eclectic, whatever your style, find it now at prices too good to last. But hurry, once it's gone, it's gone. The Weinberger's merging sale happening now.
Visit Weinberger's Furniture and see the new selection all at the main location on Riverwatch Parkway.
Join us for Pacer Advancing Humanity.
It's
rainy weather putting a damper on your day? Enter to win your very own live Viper 6 umbrella today. Visit WJBF.com and click on Contest. Then fill out the entry form for your chance to win.
Getting your hands on a live Viper 6 umbrella has never been easier.
That's right. Lucky winners will be announced weekdays on News Channel 6 at 6.
Who knows? It could be you.
Sponsored by Busby's Heating and Air. When quality matters, call Busby's. Trusted since 1945.
Next ET, Kelly Clarkson.
6. The News Channel 6 mobile app is now even better. Download it today. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Spring has sprung. I hope you enjoyed your first day of spring and hopefully you stayed dry. We did have a round of rain come through earlier today and now we're left with some gusty winds. That lake wind advisory goes until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, so be sure to secure any objects that could easily blow away overnight. And keep in mind that you will want a winter coat as you're headed out the door tomorrow morning. The winds are going to make it feel even cooler outside. Right now the sustained winds are up to 25 miles per hour and a gust of 21 in Aiken and Edgefield. Gusts up to at least 30 pretty much across the entire CSRA. It's possible that we could still even see a 40-mile-per-hour wind gust. Our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam showing nice golden hour now as the sun is getting ready to set. The flag is blowing. 57 degrees already, so definitely much cooler than it has been over the previous several nights. Dew points are falling. We're now at the 30-degree mark, and you can just see that cooler air creeping in and also some high-level clouds. So we do have the cloudy icons here now stretching down into Jefferson County. So most of us in the 50s, still some 60s though in our far southeastern counties, but everyone is going to get chilly tonight. So there's the cloud cover that we're watching. Overall, it will be mostly clear tonight, just a quick batch of some cloud cover, but this will continue to break apart. High pressure is moving in, which means 3 days in a row of sunshine. Tomorrow will be beautiful, and by the afternoon, it's looking nice and comfortable. Winds will settle down coming out of the west, and it will just be a light breeze in the afternoon. Now, for the rest of tonight, for the most part, we'll see those winds die down to only around 25 to 30. Still can't rule out some higher gusts here and there. By tomorrow morning, the winds will definitely be much lighter, but still, even a gust up to around 15 will make it feel significantly cooler. Our temperatures will be falling to around 33 to 36 degrees. This is for everyone, but we do just have a few counties included under that frost advisory from 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. So no matter where you are, though, protect those sensitive outdoor plants. Unfortunately, this is some very cold air for this time of the year. Down to 25 is the feels like temperature when you're headed out the door tomorrow around 7 a.m. And as for the feature cache, you can see we'll have nice clear skies, really not much going on. This is tonight at 10 o'clock. Clouds break apart, high pressure's back in control. We'll have a few minor disturbances move to the north of us, and then winds will come out of the south. That'll help to warm us up big time for both our Saturday and Sunday. So the weekend looks great. Sunny and 75 Saturday, close to 80 on Sunday, and not a drop of rain to worry about. So cold air tonight, everyone below 40 degrees. Tomorrow afternoon, everyone will be below the 70-degree mark. And your 10-day forecast is showing us back to the 70s very quickly, though. And even with the rain and storms moving in on Monday, we'll still be at that 70-degree mark. All of next week really looks fantastic. We'll have lots of sunshine to enjoy with temperatures more consistent in the mid to upper 70s.
Looks like a lot of sunshine over the next 10 days. Sounds good to me. Thank you, Jenna. Well, tomorrow, WJBF's Your Hometown Kitchen crew is back with a new episode. The show highlights local chefs of all levels as they share their recipes and tell their stories.
What's on the menu today?
On the menu today is going to be a New York City deli staple. I'm talking about a chopped cheese.
Oh, chopped cheese sounds like Wisconsin karate. What is a chopped cheese?
Well, chopped cheese is kind of like the love child of a cheeseburger and a Philly cheesesteak.
Chopped cheese is on the menu, and you can catch a new cook in your hometown kitchen every Friday at 12:30 on News Channel 6. We'll be right back.
He's the king of business. The Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today. The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview Network is sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service.
We continue to celebrate remarkable women in the CSRA, and today we meet a woman who not only helps children learn and grow, she does the same for mothers. Marissa Kraft is one of our new remarkable women. Here's Dee Griffin.
For Marissa Kraft, the drive to help others started long before she could even help herself.
I've known I wanted to be a teacher since second grade, which led me to come to Augusta State, where I went to college for early childhood education. Then I went and got a master's in curriculum instruction, and I began teaching in Richmond County.
Armed with experience at local schools for children who are differently able, she landed at Launch Therapy Center in Evans, Georgia, where she is the clinical director.
I provide therapy sessions and services for children on the autism spectrum.
Here, she wears many hats and fulfills a lot of roles. But she says her favorite part of the job pays in smiles and progress.
The progress these kids make, like what seems like small, minimal changes to society, is really big for us. So seeing a kid say their first word is go, for us that's amazing, because parents sometimes don't even feel like their kids are going to speak. So when we see these changes, that drives my why.
That desire to help others succeed has gone beyond her office. It was the force behind the creation of Mommy Me Time.
Mommy Me Time started, I think I had just had the twins. I was in school, I was working as a teacher, and I was a new mom. So I felt like there was no time for myself. So I created a blog just as out of a hobby.
What started as a hobby has extended beyond the computer screen and into events for moms.
And it is now created into like a blog where I create events for women to be able to come to just escape their regular lives and motivate them to find me time, to find self-care. And self-care doesn't always have to be expensive. It can be something as far as like finding a day to go read a book, go to your favorite park, take yourself out to eat. I've also created from those group prayer journals, merchandise, shirts, sweatshirts. And it's just an organization that I'm trying to create to uplift women to be the best they can be, but also knowing that it's okay to love themselves first.
Marissa's help for others doesn't stop there. She has this advice for women who have aspirations to start their own businesses.
Sometimes we get too boggled into overthinking it, which I did in the beginning. And if you're passionate about it, it will work out. Even if you don't have all the steps right now, you learn from failure.
Congratulations, Marissa. This month we are featuring 2024 Women to Watch who are our finalists for a Remarkable Women Award. The winner will be announced during the first week in April. She'll be flown to Los Angeles for a special trip and the announcement of the ultimate remarkable women chosen from entries across the country. We'll be right back.
At Burkell, it's locations in Georgia and South Carolina. Feel confident that your taxes are done right with Rhodes Murphy, your local tax experts. CSRA is full of amazing women. Women who inspire. Women who innovate. Women who lead. That's why News Channel 6 brings you Women to Watch.
On the last Wednesday of each month, News Channel 6 recognizes local businesswomen who are making a positive impact in our community.
Nominate someone today at WJBF.com. Sponsored by Goodwill.
Today we have a real comeback story for the blobfish. Back in 2013, it was declared the world's ugliest animal, but now the people of New Zealand have just voted the blobfish Fish of the Year. It was a competition to raise awareness about country's marine life and fragile ecosystem. 5,500 votes were cast in all. Okay, so Jenna, I don't know anything about a blobfish. I've heard of a blowfish. You know anything about a blobfish?
No,
What do you think of the animal?
I've never heard it called that, but I've definitely seen this picture before. Sadly, it does circulate online a lot because it is an ugly fish, but he's cute at the
Comes
same
off on
time.
memes from time to time. I just think of a meme.
Yeah, I mean, I like him. I'm congratulations to him.
I guess that's what the people of New Zealand have spoken.
Well, Well, our 10-day forecast is showing really nice weather over the next several days. We'll just have one minor disruption to that, and that will be a chance of rain and storms coming our way on Monday. Storms look to be weak as of now. Over the weekend, we'll have plenty of sunshine, mild tomorrow, but warm again, 75 and sunny on Saturday, up to 78 on Sunday. Staying shy of the 80-degree mark next week, but coming awfully close. But overall, a really nice second week of spring for us to enjoy, especially after the really cold temperatures tonight, Graham. Next week will feel really nice.
Along with the rain that happened this morning, sunshine popping back out. Looks like we'll have that for the next couple of days. Rain coming back Monday, but sunshine the rest of that week looks fantastic.
It's a typical Monday, right, with rain, but at least it's not coming over the weekend like how it was last Sunday with the storms.
Correct. All right. Well, thank you for joining us for News at 7. We continue at 10 o'clock on MeTV tonight. Entertainment Tonight is up next.